Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. Today we're excited to check out Pounce, the fascinating two-player game that takes some surprising twists. Yeah, there's the first twist on the box. This is for 2 players, take about 15 to, 20 minutes to play, and it's for ages 8+. And in Pounce, this is kind of like a modified version of checkers, in which you're going to be jumping over your opponent's pieces, but then actually taking control of those pieces. But then your opponent can turn around and take back control of the pieces, and your goal is to get all of your pieces into your opponent's end zone. If you do that, you're going to score 30 points, which doesn't win you the game, but it does trigger the end of the game. It's a really odd, abstract strategy game with an incredibly odd box, but is it good? Let's open it up, and I'll tell you what I think. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what should I get inside of Pounce, which has arguably either the best or the worst box art ever imaginable. Like, is he pouncing on her, or is the tiger pouncing on both of them? I'm not quite sure, but then, yeah, you flip it around, and boom, there's the other, there's the back of the box flip. A cat drinking lemonade, playing Pounce, seemingly by himself. So, yeah. But anywho, in Pounce, what you're going to be doing, let's take a look at the handy-dandy rule box. This is on the back of the box, which, by the way, there's the actual front of the box, in case you're wondering. The rules are okay. They did have some questions that I had left answering, like moving things in the home row. Is that your entire move? Or just some very generic questions that wouldn't make much sense to you if I asked them now. So the rules could have been better. They actually should have, expanded it out and had like a little FAQ section or something like that. But I can still teach you how to play because it is a relatively simple game. So in Pounce, what your goal is to jump over your opponents and then claim their pieces, but also to get all of your home pieces over to their safe zone over here, the little white spot over here. If you can do that, you're going to gain 30 points. It doesn't mean you win the game, though, but let's just show you how it works. So in Pounce, what you can do is you can move in one of 2 ways. When you're just regularly moving, you can move diagonal, and you can only move diagonal. So I can move this piece either here or here. You cannot move it straight forward. And that would be the end of my turn. So let's see, maybe this guy goes right here as well. Now, the other thing you could do, and this is really the crux of the game, is that you can pounce, aka jump over other people's pieces. So now I could go boom like that. And that would be the end of my turn. And then maybe this guy, he'll go like that. And then I can go again. Now, when you're jumping and you're jumping over people, the only rule is you can never go backwards. You can absolutely positively never go backwards. And you can't go sideways either. So you can't go like this unless, of course, you're moving forward. So I'll show you exactly. I could go like this and then go sideways because I still was moving forward with my move. So pretty much the biggest rule in this game is you always have to move your piece forward every single turn. So let's see. We got this guy jumping right here. Then we get, I'll go right there. Then this guy goes, he has to go right here. And then, maybe I'll go like there. And eventually what's going to happen is we're going to start meeting with each other. Now you also notice that there's a white rectangle in the middle. That's the safe zone. People can jump over you there, but they cannot capture you there. And we're about to have a showdown right now. This is when things are about to get nitty gritty. So okay, actually he just set me up with a great move. So now this guy can jump right here, but that doesn't do anything because he's in the safe zone, but then he can do that. Boom, jump over him. And how this works is you take one of these little pieces right here, and now this is my piece. This is now my piece to control, but I'm not done. Bada boom. Yeah, that was a pretty pro move. So I just took control of 2 of his pieces, and I now have my piece in the end zone here. And I cannot move this piece unless it's not possible for another one of my pieces to get in which case then I can move it either one to the left or one to the right. But I don't know if that's your whole move or if it's not your whole move, because once again, that's one of those issues I had with the rule booklet. So now this guy's really hurting because this guy can't jump backwards, so he might just go, I guess, right there. This is kind of a no-brainer. I'm actually going to get this one to safety, and then this guy might go right here, and I might go right there to keep that guy to safety, and then this, he needs to make a move. Is there a good move for him to make? There's not. He might go like this, because his piece is safe, because nobody's going to be able to go backwards, but still not an ideal move. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm just crushing this guy right now. Jumping forward. But anywho, you're going to continue to do this. Now, what can happen is, let's just say that I left this guy susceptible, is that this guy might be able to go boom, boom, and then he puts a purple on top of this one and a purple on top of this one. So you can regain control of your pieces. So what's eventually going to happen, and I will say the scoring is not as clear as I would like it to be, is someone is going to get all of their pieces over to the opponent's thing. So let's just say we got this here, this here, this here. Maybe this one's been captured. Yeah. So let's say all these have been captured. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So this would actually trigger the end of the game because orange has successfully gotten all of their pieces to the safe zone. So as a reward, game over, they've earned themselves 30 points. Now what you're going to do next is you're going to count up how many pieces you have. Everybody starts with 8 pieces. And so for every additional piece you have, you're going to get 10. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 10, 20, 30. This purple now has 30 points as well. So it's 30 to 30 right now, which means we would go to the final way to score, which is where you only look at pieces that have at least one of each on there. So let's just say this would not score points for anybody because orange captured it once and purple captured it once. But let's say that orange captured it again. Now, since orange has 2 and purple has 1, this would also be worth 10 points at the end of the game as well. This game actually ended in a tie because of how I did it. But most of the time, you're not going to hit ties too much. If you do hit a tie, there's no tiebreaker because, of course, this game was... I mean, look, come on. Would you expect there to be a tiebreaker for a game with this box cover? Like, is he going to pounce on her? Is that the double entendre? Like, or is he going to... I don't know. Anywho, that's what you're going to do inside of... God, this box. Pounce. Alrighty then. Pounce from this company chose not to put their name on the box. What about final thoughts? Let's go over the pros. Let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, 2 players, restricted player count. Also, rules could have been better. Especially I wish they would have clarified how the home works and how you have to move people to get into home. Scoring could have been a little bit clearer, and I think there's 1 or 2 things where it's like, I'm pretty sure we're doing this right. You're not quite sure if you're house ruling it or not because the rules were not as clear and concise as I would have liked it to be. That being said, learning the game is still relatively easy, so I don't want to say they're bad rules, but they definitely could have been better rules. Also, on the con side, it's an abstract strategy game, no theme whatsoever. I mean, there's a guy and a girl and a tiger, and on the back there's a kitty and lemonade, and who knows what this game is about. It's about jumping over things and trying to win the game. Also, I was a little bit bummed out by the fact that there's no like tiebreaker scenario, because, I mean, you will run into ties sometimes, and that's annoying. But hey, whatever. You can play it again. It's not like it's a really long game or anything like that. And the cons that I have with the game, not really. I mean, you have to know it's a 2-player abstract strategy game. If you know that, then moving on to the pros, I think it's pretty good. I think it's really good, actually. The kids in my class really stick and enjoyed this game. I brought it in, and the first time I played it, I was not impressed. I was just like, feels pretty straightforward. And then I played it again, and I was like, oh, actually, you can really set yourself up to do like some super awesome jumps and do this and do that. And I played it again. I was like, wow, I really stick and like this game. And before we knew it, we played this game the whole afternoon. Like, normally we'll play 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 games in an afternoon, but no, the kids just kept playing this over and over and over again. And the game was simple enough. You know, it's a family weight game, but I also think once kids learn how to play the game, ages, 8, 9, 10 plus, you can use this as a children's game. They can play this by themselves, a la like checkers or something. But all the kids I asked, I was like, do you like this or do you like checkers better? They all said they like this better. And I agree 100% on that because there's just a lot more forward planning in this game. And it's just, when you see that move and you're like, oh my gosh, if he goes right here, then I'll be able to jump myself, jump this guy to the right, and then jump him in the safe zone, and then jump that other guy, then jump that other guy, and then jump another guy. And it's like, there's really big plays to be had in this game. And I like that an awful lot. And most of the time, some of the time they'll just happen by accident. You'll just stumble into them. But most of the time, there's a little bit of forward planning being involved in that. And I love when games can do that, where you can play the game and you can kind of plan what you're doing. In abstract strategy games, I like that. And I love being able to watch kids try and plan things out. Like, even if I can blatantly see it happening and I know it's going to happen and I can easily block it, I still love watching the wheels churn and seeing them slowly start to develop those strategies. And this game, you can actually see them starting to do that. And I really did enjoy that. Like the components, the board works well. All the pieces are nice, big, and in the end, I thought Pounce was actually a really good abstract strategy game. If you're in the market for a 2-player family weight abstract strategy game, but you could also play this with adults. I didn't get a chance to play this with adults, but I think if you routinely play 2-player abstract strategy adult games, this is definitely one you might want to keep your eyes out for at a thrift shop. Would I recommend going out and paying 20, 30, 40 bucks on eBay for it? No, I would not, because I think it is really good. I don't think it's great or spectacular. There's other abstract strategy games I would recommend over this. But Pounce, it's really good. Is it staying in my collection, though? And I was actually planning on keeping this in my collection, but then I played 2 other abstract strategy games that I liked better than this one just last week. So actually, this one is going into my collection of games for kids that have great behavior, and I'm pretty sure I already know who's going to snatch it up because she really, really liked this game. But that being said, that is Pounce from somebody who got high on LSD and designed this box. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. If you want to support the channel, click on that little Amazon link down below in the show notes. Buy anything on Amazon. It throws a couple pennies my way. It really does help support the channel. And in the comments below, let me know which one is more appealing to you. Like, if you saw this game and then you saw this game, which one would you be more likely to play? Let me know in the comments below. The lady, the dude, and the tiger, or the cat soloing this with lemonade. And as always, thanks for your time with you. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's a hard one. Like, this side, I feel like this side kind of says, oh, this cat's about to jump onto their board and pounce onto it and ruin the game. Whereas this side, it's like, oh, that dude is about to pounce on her and, totally gonna, try and make a move, maybe buy her a drink or something. And then, but what the hell's, what's the tiger? Like, why is the tiger there? Like, maybe the tiger's protecting the lady? Like, maybe he's like a sleazeball? I don't know. I guess if I had to play one of these games, you know what? I think I'd go with the cat. Because, the cat just has me more puzzled. It has me more puzzled. But let me know in the comments below. You go with the cat, or you going with the people? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.